Well, joining me is Chris Robertshaw. We're in our weekend studio as such here, but we're making use of it because Tynwald came to a close. House Keys finished earlier today. Yeah. You want to talk about various things, I know, but sewage seems to be the number one priority at the minute. People are talking about this a lot, or the inaction that's going on.
Well, yes. I mean, we've seen the successful completion of the new sewage system in the south. We've seen the successful introduction of the new sewage works, the regional sewage works in the north and the northwest. But we are plagued with trying to get to a solution to the new works in the Central Valley and up towards Laxey. And as you will know, and as I'm sure your listeners know, or the viewers, I beg your pardon, viewers know, the proposals in Laxey crashed very recently when the planning committee said no. And now we've seen the independent inspector fall down against the proposals as put forward in Peel. And I think we've just had confirmation that the MU accept that. Now, the point is, this is agonising. This is just going on and on and on. And Peel, people in Peel particularly, all of us, we all love Peel, are exasperated with the fact that we can't get to a solution. Now, I think you will recall that I've been deeply involved in this as a member of the the Environment and Infrastructure Policy Review Committee for some very considerable time. And we were very uncomfortable with both the proposals in Laxey and in Peel that have fallen down.
Well, uncomfortable about the actual plans, or because they've been thrown out?
No, I beg your pardon, we're uncomfortable with the original plans and effectively are pleased they have been thrown out. And what we're saying really is, for goodness sake, let's cut to the chase now and accept the fact that the right thing to do is from Peel onwards and through, and from Laxey, Baldrine down, the right thing to do is to pump the sewage to Meriveg. And call it a day, because it's the right.
That was the original system, wasn't it?
It was the original proposal. It was right to go regional in the far north and the northwest, but I think that the appropriate authorities tripped up very badly in thinking it was right to go regional in Peel and up towards Laxey. We're particularly concerned about the issues in Peel because we've got this toxic waste issue. And the intention was to pump it into the sewage works and then out to a short outflow pipe in Peel. The original proposal was to extend it. Now, Peel is a very, very important beach. It's a very, very important leisure resort. It is not right that sewage and toxic waste should be pumped out into that pipe. So this is an appeal, a sort of an exasperated appeal. Let's, for goodness sake, get on with pumping the sewage from Peel eastward into Meriveg. And
have you done the numbers on this, though? The costs of that compared with having a local unit? Obviously, that was where it's presumably getting stuck, isn't it?
It was getting stuck, but the figures that we got were never accurate. They were always misplaced. So we had problems as it were, understanding the finance side of which and we always felt it the right thing to do from a finance side was to go to Meriveg. From a health perspective as well, we also felt that it was absolutely right to send the sewage in that direction. So both from a health and a finance point of view, the right thing to do now is to cut to the chase and reconsider going to Meriveg. It'll need more work in Meriveg.
How much money has gone down the tubes, down the drains on this already?
Well, a tremendous amount, and more than anything, it's the delays that are so unacceptable for Peel, really. I mean, if you lived in Peel, you'd despair at the moment.
This is unlikely, though, to be sorted before the end of the administration, is it, really? It's just going to go in the long grass, do you think?
No, it mustn't go into the long grass, but I hope we don't end up rushing into a solution just because the programme for government said we will have it done by the end of this administration. Pretty well, that's what they said, if you recall. But the right thing to do is to get the pipe installed from Peel. The pumping station is already installed in Peel. It'll need some works down at Quarterbridge. Some of the piping is already laid under the Middle River Industrial Estate and has been sort of abandoned.
So both Peel and Laxey, this is the solution, you think?
I do really think that. I mean, it needs something of a rethink, but let's be honest. The fact that we didn't complete the proposals as originally set out has resulted in something of a malfunction in the existing system, insofar as West Douglas, Braddon, the whole of that area, all the sewage is pumped down to the promenade and then pumped back up again. Oh, it flows down to the promenade and then is pumped back up when it shouldn't be. The intention was always to have it go to a pumping station at Quarterbridge and then up to Whitehall and onwards.
Because the fact is that no one wants a sewage unit in their area. Let's face it, that's where we're down to, isn't it? No one will ever want it on their land. It's going to be held up in planning forever and ever and ever, isn't it?
What is?
To get a local sewage system, even if because no one wants it. That's why it keeps ending up in planning. No one wants it.
Well, that's an NIMBY issue. I accept that there's always that element of it. But people fought against the proposals in Laxey for good reason and not NIMBYism. And likewise, those of us who've constantly argued that, for goodness sake, do not pump sewage into a short sea outflow pipe onto effectively which is a very, very important beach with the tidal flow capable of washing whatever comes out of that pipe back towards the beach. It was always the wrong thing to do. And I hope now at last we've got to a point where, as I say, I'm repeating myself, I'll cut to the chase and go to
What are you going to do about this? You're going to bring some motions for it?
Oh, well, does it really need any more motions? Does it not? Is it not just a question? This is an appeal, really.
This is bogged down.
When you see officers with responsibility for these things coming out in the newspaper, I think this week, I believe it was, saying that the PCB issue from Ragged Tip, etc., is a real issue. And it needs to be resolved. And these constant half fixes and compromises to try to get to a finish has been a real error. And let's do the right thing at last.
Whose call is this then to change the? I mean, the whole thing has gone down a route, and they're so committed to it. I can't see how they're going to change it.
Well, yeah, they've been committed, and look what a mistake it's been. They've been rejected on 2 occasions now. So let's sense prevail here, and let's get the right thing done.
Please like and subscribe to the Isle of Man TV channel. Thank you.